Alrighty, welcome in everyone. It's been a little bit more than a couple of hours, but had a few things to take care of. Just realized that I can't hear something, but I think I know why. Maybe. There we go. Alrighty. In the meantime, I think, fixed the ad manager. For some reason, it had to do with the time settings on my tablet that I used to manage the stream. It's a bit too loud though. Changed this earlier because it was a bit too loud. Alright. Welcome in, Astro, by the way. Glad to have you here. You're always so quick at finding streams. So tonight is gonna be a very relaxing stream, or be dangerous. Probably not going to be talking much. Because honestly, I'm starting to feel a little bit tired. I still wanted to play though. There should be a bacterium, I think, here. Maybe in the wrong spot. Oh, I just finished. I remember watching F1 when I was a kid. Back then he was Schumacher, Hakkinen. My favorite driver was actually Hakkinen. Everyone was going for Schumacher, but I don't know. For some reason, I liked Hakkinen more. Well, was Hakkinen, Coulthard, Eddie Irvine, Frenzen. Those were fun times. There were many less regulations, which made the sport much more dangerous, I guess. But at the same time, it was way more active than what it is now, I guess. Although I haven't watched it in years. Must be honest about that. So maybe it changed. Oh, Fumera. Ah, this is a good one. And Bacterium. Let's see if we can find a place with both. I think I lost my planet now. Whoops. Let me see. Oh really? Ferrari both first and second? Man, that's a good one. I honestly don't know how they are doing compared to other teams. bit too fast. Also, I need to check if... Okay, they don't coexist. Let's go here. In this groove, I guess. Merla is relatively easy to spot, but at first I need to find it. Or wait, I guess this is the bacterium location of the fumarole. Would explain why I'm not seeing it. Yep. What do we have here? Okay. Bularis, nothing special. Oh, just realized I was like full thrust. For some reason I was thinking that I was not full thrust. Like why is it taking so long to slow down? May need to go a little bit further away, but let's try here. Fumarole usually stands out because it's very dark. Problem is that all these rocks are also kind of dark. Also, you may notice I didn't really make much progress since Thursday. Yesterday night I was fairly tired, so I didn't really play. Like played for 10 minutes, something like that, just to do something, and then decided to go to bed. Problem is that this morning I overslept. So like, I think it's one of those instances when I sleep too much and end up feeling tired and sleepy for like the rest of the day. I hate when this happens because you're basically wasting time sleeping and then you wake up and you're not rested. Fortunately, it only happens every once in a while. I think I need to change spot. Sometimes, even if something should be in a spot, you need to kind of change terrain. Uh-oh. Should be literally everywhere. So let's check the lighter blue areas. Tomorrow, unless I feel, I don't know, hurting somewhere, it's gym day for me. Can't wait to do some very good workout. You know, that kind of workout where, you know, when you finish you're like, you know, tired but in a good way. I don't know how to explain this sensation. It's like a strange feeling. It's like being positively tired. I think I'm gonna do that like in the evening, kind of late probably. So then I, you know, take a nice shower and then just go to bed and watch a good film, good movie. Want it to be one of those relaxing evenings. I think this is what's simply, especially because these few barrels are always so ready. There's like only a few which are not so good looking, but I think this one is the kind of trumpet flower shape. Yes, it is. Oh yeah, and it's pink. Technically magenta, but this looks more like a fuchsia magenta. Always so pretty. It is like bulbous flower. I think I'm gonna take a picture. Let's do something like this. Nope. Oops. Wait, why? Oh, I think the camera was stuck or something. Something wrong with market connector. I need to restart it because it just went through an update today. No, that's accidentally fired the wrong software. Seems to be doing fine now.
Minimum distance reached. You've traveled over 100 meters from previous sample.
Could probably walk to the next one. I didn't realize the clone range is so small, like 100 meters. Is a big one.
Minimum distance reached. You've traveled over 100 meters from previous sample.
Oops. Yeah. Close the menu so it wasn't like jumping. That's fine.
Sample collection.
Once I sell all my data, maybe tonight, if I can do it in time. Probably not though. I want to do another geyser jump. It's been a while since I've done one. I think the last one was in like October, maybe. This pattern. No step on flowers. Let me see. We can close this. Why? Come on. These gases are methane. Oh, okay. Thank you for letting me know. I increased it a little bit. Maybe I should make it closer. Need to be closer, maybe. Something like this. Also, maybe the music was a bit too loud in comparison. Alright. Oh, here it is. Alright, next one is Mondi, which is the next one, because we were in C. This is the other one I need to check. Why do we have a bookmark? Oh, I guess it's just a bookmark here. Okay. Oh. Oslo.
Body sighting. May host a marked biological.
This one is gonna be a very quick hop. Just need to quickly scan the bacterium. It's another Bullaris, so it may be a little bit difficult to see, but it should still stand out. Just a, darker shade of this aqua, greenish blue. Oh, there it is. Hopefully fairly easy to see. Again, nothing special. Not really valuable, something that I've seen many times before. I just scan it so I don't. So I have a kind of a check mark in my codex. F. And then after Moon F, I need to go somewhere. I was taking a look a few times here because, I don't know, could go anywhere. Let's go here. G star with a K and M star. That sounds good. I also need to retarget half. Give me time. Always good views in this game. It's like a screenshot generator. Like wallpaper generator, that's what I meant. It's like a very dark heart in that nebula. wonder if I can go there.
May host a marked biological.
Orbital flight engaged.
Wait. I got distracted for a second, like, was it too steep? Maybe it was too steep. That's fine. Not an issue. Actually, if I was too steep, then I can go... Wait, no. Oh, there it is. Almost looks like one of those slime molds, you know, the yellow ones. See if I can find something similar. Yeah, one of these, not quite the same. But kind of. I mean, if it was yellow and maybe a little bit more dendritic, or if this was green, kind of has the same ramifications. Okay, it's below the surface. We'll just go up. For the last week or two, I've been watching, besides those tinkering videos I was showing you like Thursday, I think it was, 2 days ago. I've also been watching some sailing videos. I don't know why the idea came to mind, but many years ago, I was sailing in Greece. One of the best vacations I've ever had. I went with my sister, who actually has a maritime license. I don't even know how to call it. It's like a boating license. That where basically she can go anywhere with a sailing boat, anywhere she wants. Like if she wants to circumnavigate the Earth, she can. Unless it's like on a large vessel, I guess, but otherwise any sailing boat will do fine. And oh yeah, I'm not really sure how it works, like especially in the US. In Italy, if you want to drive a boat, sail a boat, like a sailing boat, unless it's a tiny one and you stay close to the coast, you need some kind of a license. So she has a license that, or she can go anywhere, international waters, if she wants to. So she has been sailing, especially in the past. I don't think she has been sailing lately, though. And what was I going to say? So yeah, so um, 1 year she decided to go on a vacation in Greece and sail. Asked if I wanted to go, and of course I was like, sure, why not? Before that, I've only been sailing like once in a tiny boat for like 10 minutes, something like that. So I didn't really know how it was gonna work. But I had a blast. It was so cool. Some of the best places I've ever seen in my life. Maybe I can find some pictures. So anyway, since then I always had like this, this curiosity about sailing. Like, what would it take, right? So one way to satisfy some of these curiosities of mine are to just start watching a ton of videos until like I'm like, okay, now I know. And so I started watching these sailing videos, and then YouTube started recommending all these like solo crossings of like Atlantic Ocean, Pacific Ocean. And the last one I saw last night, no, actually was, well, a little bit last night, but then I fell asleep, so I finished it this morning, the last part. Was a documentary about this guy. I think his name is Matt Rutherford, something like that, who circumnavigated solo on a 27-foot boat, so a tiny boat, all the Americas. So I think he left from Maryland, something like that, and he went north, Canada, Northwest Passage, Alaska, went south, Pacific, Cape Horn, and then came back, Brazil, and the Caribbeans, and came back solo, non-stop, never landed. It took him almost a year. was like impressive, one of the most impressive things I've ever seen in my life. Trying to see if I can. Oh, here. That's the Aegean Sea on this boat. I honestly don't even remember what kind of boat this was, because I'm not an expert, and this was many years ago. This was 16 years ago, almost a lifetime. Can't remember which island this was, but the sea. I mean, these pictures were taken with a camera that was kind of cheap, old. Well, back then especially. So the blue, this blue was like so intense. This must have been one of the larger islands. This was not our boats. These are like ponds. Well, I don't know how to call them, but where they grow fish or something like that. Honestly, I don't know. This may be our boat. Yeah, this is our boat. Because I went hiking on this island. Maybe. Yeah, I'm not sure. But it's essentially, it's in the sea, right? But it's like these nets that go all the way to the floor, the sea, and so fish don't go out, but also they don't get eaten by predators. So this is our boat. You can see someone sitting in it. It's funny how I'm taking pictures of rocks, even if I was many years ago from starting geology. It's like for some reason I thought I needed to take a picture of this. Which is okay, this is actually really cool. These are volcanic, I think. These must be volcanic. Because there's a lot of volcanoes there. Let me see, maybe I can find a... Oh dear. I just saw a picture of myself at the... controlling the boat. I'm not gonna show you that. I was so young. Yeah, I can't. Wait. Let me see. Maybe there is a picture I can show you. And that is not so bad. Yeah, this is kinda good. Younger me. Much better shape. This was, again, 14 years ago. Haven't changed much, I guess. Except the body shape. This is one of those times when the boat is like all tilted on the side, going fast, which were honestly the best time. So yeah, the next two pictures, the sea is right there. Oh yeah, yeah, look at this. That's the horizon. Well, I guess you need to rotate it a little bit. It's like more on the side than reality. Anyway, if you ever have the chance to go sailing, highly recommend it. I haven't been sailing since then, pretty much, but you know, this game is nothing but sailing in space. At some point, if I get the chance, I would like to sail again. Let's check out one more system in this region. So anyway, I've been watching all these videos, which in part get me so excited about the whole deal. Like, oh yeah, I should at some point I should try and go sail myself. On the other hand, like 2 minutes later, I realized like no. You know, maybe learn how to on a small boat, but then it takes time and a lot of patience and dedication. I have way too many things to do and over my head. So, a while ago, I was talking about how this user validating, you know, is everywhere. And I recently discovered why, because this is not a single user. These used to be, I think, Xbox users way back, you know, in the past when you know, planet scanning became a thing, and at some point they had to merge databases or something, and basically they decided that, you know, to make it simple and join all the findings together into one account, which is this validating. So validating is not a single user, it's probably like thousands, which explains why I see it everywhere. It's like, this is the most prolific explorer I've ever seen. Alright, let's change things a little bit. How long has the game existed? 10 years. I think it came out in 2014. So I think this is the 10th year, because we are in game. This is year 3310. They started in 3300. So yeah, it's 10 years. 10-year anniversary. It has changed a lot over time, and they keep updating it and changing things, which is amazing. It's one of the most, like, you know, I don't know how to say it, like, long-lasting games that, you know, with upgrades and new things to do, new functionalities, new ways to play, ever made, honestly. Because, you know, even long-lasting games, usually at some point they just stop making significant updates, adding significant content. Unless it's one of those like freemiums, but this is not a freemium game, fortunately. I'm really glad. It's not like a massive grind. Some aspects can be grindy, but most of the game is not a grind. It's just big open world. Now the problem is that I think my navigation got screwed up because I don't want to see all these neutron stars for once. Let's change things a little bit. Yeah, economical, why? Why am I jumping through neutrons in economical? Yeah. Oh, also see now it works. See that there's advertisements incoming, so next jump I'm going to just quickly scan and then take a break. It was a very weird bug, I don't know why, but basically, at least on Windows, if you have your time automatically updating, it can cause this issue. I think it's the stream manager reading the wrong time or something like that. Let's do a very quick scan. I may not finish the scan before the ads start, but no worries, I'm just gonna take a break. So you don't have to watch the ads or do anything like that. Not expecting to find anything valuable, honestly, given the spectrum.
Horizons biopresent.
I was wrong. There's an horizons bio.
Guardian ruin body.
Alright, I'm gonna take a break and finish this later. Alright, everyone should be back from the ads. Or maybe now. Be back from the ads, hopefully everyone. Astro, thank you so much for always being here. I really appreciate. If you want to leave the lurk, you can, but no need to. No need to. I appreciate it nevertheless. You're being super supportive of this stream, so I always appreciate it. Have a good night. So, it looks like we have a Bacterium bullaris to check out. You know, usual stuff, but also in Horizon Bio. In Horizon Bio, I haven't seen one in quite some time. Right here. AE1E is the other one, so okay. Let's go here first. Bullaris can go. Oh wow. Look at these shades of blue. Wow. It's a beauty. And a screenshot. Pretty much need to. In fact, I need to upload screenshots more often. I'm quite lagging behind. Sandrock donated $67, 68. Wow. I don't know what to say. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. I'm speechless. I'm quite literally speechless. What? Thank you so much. This is amazing. I I reached the goal way earlier than I expected. Well, thank you. Thank you. This is so great. I truly appreciate. You're amazing. Thank you. Well, I don't know what else to say. Sorry. You caught me quite by surprise. Was not expecting it at all. Wow. What an amazing community. Yes, absolutely. I mean, I've been raising it over time, and just to kind of keep pace with the growth of the channel and everything. Because again, I donate $1 for every follow, but it has been a slow progress. Nothing so big. I mean, honestly, yeah, the biggest donation was probably when I donated the the Twitch income, because I also donate all my Twitch income. I don't keep anything for myself, because that's not why I stream. I stream for just sharing the fun of playing games and science, dark mounts. So I'm like donating every once in a while, you know, whenever Twitch pays, then I almost immediately donate it, unless there is some other charity going on. Like, for example, I think the last Twitch payout actually went to support Nikki Dangerous, and to get a new workstation for her to stream, because she was working on a like 10-year-old laptop. Like, it's amazing the amount of like content that she created on such limited resources. So I decided to support her for the fundraiser. But otherwise, yeah, that's amazing. $67, like, wow. And if anyone is interested in what Khan Academy does, like, there are actually videos out there that show what they do. It's like, it's really about making education accessible for everyone. And I work in academia, so of course I'm biased, but I truly believe in education. I wouldn't be here if it wasn't for good education, good and accessible education, right? Because most of my schooling happened in Italy, and going to a nice school is guaranteed. You don't have to be born in a rich family, a rich neighborhood to afford a good school. And my college was cheap, because it was public and supported by the government. One of the few things that work well still in Italy. And again, I wouldn't be here if it wasn't for good, cheap, affordable, accessible education. So, something I strongly believe in. So I found that tiny little speck of bark mounds, but I think it was just there. Now that I think about it. Also, Sandrock, it's telling me that it's your first time in chat, but I remember seeing your name somewhere. I wonder, given the nickname, I'm curious if you're also a geologist or someone affiliated to in some form to the geological realm. Of course, you don't have to answer that. I'm just curious, because I'm always curious about everything. And of course, awesome nickname, by the way. I may need to recheck from orbit where the bark mounds are. I keep saying dark mounds, but they are bark mounds. You've been in other streamers' chat that you have been in. Okay, That's where I've seen the nickname. Yeah, I like to consider myself a professional lurker. Sometimes I have like 3, 4, 5 tabs open, trying to follow a bunch of streams at the same time. Of course, I inevitably fail, but yeah, I need to go back to orbit. Also, actually, do I? Because I think I just need to scan it, honestly. I don't need to sample the thing. So as long as it is counted. Bark mounds, yeah. Don't need to actually sample the thing. I've sampled bark mounds many times. Sandrock is my favorite. Is your favorite Gundam from anime? Oh, I have a friend from college in Italy who's a huge fan of that. I'm mildly familiar with Gundam, but and it I'm saying Gundam because that is the Italian pronunciation. The English pronunciation might be completely different, um, and he's a huge fan, like big time. I think he cosplayed as one with one of the suits at some point. Like I think he may still be into cosplaying, but in the past, when I first met him, he was very much into it. So in fact, now I'm curious. Oh, that's a cool one. I like it. Very cool. When I was a very young kid, it's not an anime, I know, but this kind of brings back memory. And I was very much into Power Rangers, so much that I I remember, dressing up many times as a kid. It's one of them. When I was a kid, green was one of my favorite colors, if not my favorite color in general. And I was always dressing up as the green one. Don't ask me, you know, anything else because I honestly don't remember. I barely remember doing that. I was very young. It was like at best into elementary school. um, and I was so much into it that with some friends in kindergarten, I barely have a memory of this, so I must have been 4, maybe 3, 4, yeah, so extremely young. Um, and I remember with some of my friends, one of them who I still know, like he's still one of my best friends. I see him all the time when I go back to Italy. Um, we were playing with this giant Lego type thing. It was not really Lego, but it was the giant form of those bricks. I remember playing with him and a few other kids and trying to make one of the they were not suits, but they were like there was a they used like these vehicles that look like dinosaurs, where they got into the dinosaurs and then they assemble. I remember they assembled into a giant thing, and we tried to make one of those. Of course, it was like 99% in our head, the fantasy, and 1% actually real life construction of some kind. But I have memory of that. I have a memory of
40AB1A.
trying to make some kind of a motorcycle out of these bricks, and a few other memories here and there. And again, I'm still friends with this guy. Is is he has been, I can honestly say he has been one of my best friends since I was born, because not only we spent kindergarten, at least most of kindergarten, because then I went to a different one in the last like year and a half or something like that. Kindergarten, elementary school, middle school, high school. So pretty much since we were 3 until we were 19, we went to the same schools and kindergarten, and not only that, the same classroom. Like in Italy, it's not like the US where you switch classrooms. No, you stay in the same classroom and the professors, the teachers, move around. In Italy, we call them professors, even though they are not professors. Anyway, so we were in the same class. Not only that, but we were born on the same day, in the same hospital, and we were in the same room. And I was born something like 30 minutes before him. So I've known him since I was 30 minutes old. I think it would be very hard to beat something like that. Still one of my best friends. And now, of course, I miss all my friends. But it happens. It happens a few times a week at least. But I'm going back now. I'm pretty certain that I'm going back to Italy in September this year, which is a little bit later than I thought, but I'm gonna be there for a while because there is an interesting combination of conferences and meetings, and I'm taking advantage of that to go back to Italy, because there is a medium to large size conference in Berlin, so kind of close. It's like an hour and a half by plane. And then there is a meeting in Italy, in I don't want to say my hometown, but almost. Well, I already scanned the whole thing, right? Yeah. Check if there is anything of interest. I don't think so. Go. That's an ocean world. No. Still, I may want to scan this thing. May still be viable.
Body 4 meets mapping criteria. Body 3 meets mapping criteria. System discovery complete.
Scan them.
First body to map is 3.
There's a lot of wind outside. I can hear the windows shaking. I'm seeing 2020 logging in and out frequently tonight. With both of these accounts, I wonder what he's doing. May have to raid him to find out. So I think it was yesterday night he was exploring. But he's using both accounts tonight, so what is he doing? I wonder. He may be transferring stuff. Maybe transferring stuff from one account to the other. We'll see.
Mapping complete. Next body to map is 4.
I have an idea. It doesn't work as well as I wanted it to. Let's do this. Nope. Wait, what? Crap. I think I reset it. I guess I need to change orientation completely. Probably something like this. It's not too much. Kind of want it to just see the edge, but the scene is not collaborating as well as I want it to be. Maybe I'm very convinced. Pilikia. That's the other account. Why is he switching back and forth? Because like if he's transferring something, what can you transfer? It's like if you want to transfer something, you can do it in one go. Oh, I see. He is farming the Titans. That explains it. I thought he was out in the black. Maybe he came back. Ooh, look at this. Is this a new discovery? Probably not. No, it isn't. But it has never been scanned.
Body 4. Meets mapping criteria.
Let's see, anything else? No. So actually, let's go here. Man, tonight I may have made it too relaxing. Because I was feeling a bit tired. So I put on this kind of chill music and just want to do some very chill exploration. And I'm like relaxing too much almost. Also, are these icy rings? I don't remember if it said icy. Maybe not. I'm gonna scan them anyway. Some hotspots. It's a very cloudy ammonia world. Now 12 probes. What we need to do is do 4 and 4. Should be sufficient. Maybe not in the back though. Yeah. Need to shoot one in the back. The problem is measuring the back, so it's like just over off the screen. Something like this. Let's see. It's like almost orbital mechanics here. Yeah, almost.
No more bodies to map.
There's two of them. That was a nice find.
Body 1 meets mapping criteria. Body 2 meets mapping criteria. Body 2A sulfur dioxide atmospheric landable with life. System discovery complete. First body to map is 1.
Still valuable. It's like a million and a half each. And these are first discoveries. They are like something like 4 million apiece. They're some of the most valuable planets ever. Like even in high metal content terraformable can be almost 3 million for a first discovery and scan. It's like 2.7, 2.8. Extremely valuable. Especially, you know, if you want to rank up into exploration. And consider that these type of planets could be fairly common out there. It's like, if you think about Earth,
Next body to map is 2.
Earth in the past very likely had much less continent mass than it has today. It probably still had some, but the proportion of land to ocean area seems to have changed drastically in the past, and with land increasing a tiny little bit for a few different reasons. But someone was hypothesizing, I can't remember who, but it's something that you can probably find around, that the presence of actual land masses may have an important role in making a planet habitable, because it has to do with like production of minerals that then get dissolved in water and run into the oceans, because otherwise you may still release a bunch of minerals, but it wouldn't be the same. There's a lot of like recycling of material between land and ocean. So if you have only ocean, you kind of break this cycle, and you may make your oceans not so habitable.
Mapping complete. No more bodies to map.
In terms of space exploration, I have a few wishes that, of things that I would like to see in my lifetime. One of them is seeing humans go beyond the moon. It looks like the next place is gonna be Mars, but honestly, I would be happy with anything, even if they decide to do something like, many years ago NASA had this asteroid redirect mission where astronauts would encounter an asteroid and redirect it. Of course, that mission was abandoned many years ago, but I would be happy with that. They don't have to go to Mars, although that would be really cool. So that's one wish. Just Halman, welcome in, welcome in. Nice to have you here. Where are you exploring right now? I'm in the Norma Expanse, kind of in the middle section, closer maybe to the core in this branch right here. So let's see, like it's the Norma Expanse kind of spans a good portion of this arm. So I'm like maybe just outside the middle section of the arm right here. I haven't been here for a very long time, but just a week or two at most. So I'm just slowly wandering around. I'm currently actually in economy mode because I don't really have a destination. I'm just exploring around, seeing what comes up. So I'm just visiting systems. So that was one of the wishes. See humans go beyond the moon. Another one is to see strong evidence of a truly Earth-like habitable planet. Doesn't mean a planet with life, just evidence that the planet is fully habitable, which means not only determining mass and size, and you know stuff like that, but also have an atmosphere that could support life, like, I don't know, the right pressures, the right components in the atmosphere, which honestly is something I think we can do with JWST. So I truly hope that JWST does it. Looks like you've been out multiple times. Yep. I mean, I started playing this game like just over a year ago, but I've been to Colonia a couple of times. So down here, one of my first exploration trips was out in this harm. Then this is actually a now two-part exploration trip where I first went down here all the way to Kepler's Crest. In fact, I went almost all the way to Xibalba. In fact, I may have actually been to Xibalba for like a second, can't remember. And then I came back here, which was fun because there's very few stars here, so I had to take kind of a weird detour. And then I proceeded this way a little bit. Like a couple of months ago, I was here near this nebula that has Guardian structures. And then I crossed Hawkins Gap, been through some of these places right here. And then I'm here, and I'm directed to this cluster of Guardian sites in Grea Hipoe. And then probably going towards the core, but that is weeks, if not months, into the future. JWST, the telescope, James Webb Space Telescope. I'm pretty sure James Webb has the capabilities of determining a lot of atmospheric properties of exoplanets. We just need to find the right one for JWST to observe, because there's many things a telescope, especially a telescope, can point to. So you first need to point it into the right direction. Then you just need to leave it observing for a good enough time, and with some luck you can get information out of your observation, regarding the composition of an atmosphere. I've been reading a little bit about it, and there are techniques also to not directly determine the pressure of an atmosphere, but the thickness, like as in optical thickness.
System discovery complete. First body to map is 5.
Of an atmosphere. So, one of my wishes is that we can positively, strongly identify with strong evidence a planet that is fully habitable. Then another wish on top of that would be to actually detect evidence of life beyond Earth. That could be even just in the solar system. But just prove that in a way we are not alone, even if it's like simple microbes or something like that. Honestly, I don't care. It's just life beyond Earth. That would change so many things about how we perceive the universe and the world around us in general, nature. In a sense, there is a lot of talk about that already, but one thing is to imagine something, and another is actually having proof of it, right? Like actually experiencing it in real life, not just in our imagination. Cherry on top would be actually to identify a, a civilization to which we can communicate with, even if they are like very far away, completely unreachable. But I was talking about this like earlier today in the science stream, detecting radio signals from them, right? Trying to, I sometimes I try to imagine, what would it look like, seeing a radio transmission from a different species. What is their culture like? What is the content of such a transmission? Is it like some kind of scientific transmission, something like the Arecibo message that we sent out? I don't know if you guys are familiar with it, but it's a message that was sent from the Arecibo Observatory, which can actually, it used to be also a radar, not just a radio telescope. And he sent out this message as a sequence of like binary signals, so like 1 and 0, codified in a relatively simple way. I think it was frequency shifts, if I remember correctly. I do stuff like this for a living. Yes, I do. I'm a planetary scientist in real life. I don't do this, kind of. Yeah. So here, let me increase the zoom here. So they sent this message out of the Arecibo Observatory. The Arecibo Observatory used to look like this. So very large dish, spherical in shape, which is kind of odd because usually these observatories are parabolic, but being spherical means that without reorienting the dish, if you orient the feed to the dish, you can steer the beam, so you can point to different places in the sky, because otherwise you can't move the Earth. You just have to follow the rotation of the Earth, right? So they sent this message at a power of 450 kilowatts. Now, this needs to be multiplied by the actual gain of the antenna, which is huge. And so the actual signal that was radiated was extremely powerful. And it's a sequence of 1679 binary digits. The number is not random. I'll get to this in a second. And it was just bits. And the bits were determined by frequency shifts. So radiating a signal at a frequency, and then if you want a 0, And if you want a 1, you shift it in frequency a little bit. So very simple, very easy to understand, even if you have very primitive analytical capabilities. And the number of bits is not random at all. It's actually the product of two prime numbers. So basically, you have to arrange this sequence of symbols that otherwise would, I don't know if they show what it looks like if it isn't arranged this way. It's just imagine a string of thank you for the follow, really appreciate. So it's just this, a string of symbols. So unless you arrange it in this manner by 73 rows by 23 columns, the message doesn't really make sense. So when you arrange it like this, then you obtain something like this figure, where each set of symbols, this is actually colorized to make it understandable. In practice, it's it's just black and white. There are no colors, but these are numbers. So I think it's 1 to 10. I don't know how they do it. It's like this is the code is like some kind of mathematical principle and arrangement of bits that would make sense to a mathematician. And then there's like DNA elements, so it's the numbers of hydrogen, carbon, nitrogen, oxygen, phosphorus. I thought there was sulfur. Isn't there sulfur in DNA? I thought there was sulfur in DNA as well. Anyway, so these are the atomic numbers of these elements, and then there's like nucleotides, the radio antenna and the double helix and the human shape. Yeah, this is the radio antenna, so on and so forth. So for example, if you arrange it the other way around, 23 by 73 columns, it doesn't really make sense. It's like just a bunch of lines, bunch of symbols. Yeah, this was like an ox thing that someone made in a crop circle. So in any case, like, can you imagine receiving something like this from an alien civilization? It would be so cool. It would be so amazing. I'm just so curious. What would they transmit to us? If they wanted to transmit something like this, would they also transmit some mathematical, chemical, physical message? Would they transmit something else? I don't know. It's just cool to think about it. In any case, I'm seeing that there are advertisements incoming, so those who are more familiar with the stream already know this. I like to run ads only once an hour. Take a break in the meantime, so you don't have to look at the ads. I'll see you in 3-4 minutes where you get 1 hour ad free. So see you soon. Alrighty, everyone should be back from the ads. Let's see. I was snacking until like 5 seconds ago. Okay. Uh-oh. Wait. There we go. Unexplored system. Gas giants and moons.
Body 3. Icy ring. Body 2. Icy ring.
Okay.
Body 5. Icy ring.
Bunch of icy rings. This is a possibly good place to refuel a carrier if you have one. Like do some mining.
Body 4D. Argon atmospheric landable with life.
At some point I want to do some mining. My tritium levels are still pretty high, but at some point I will need to start refueling the carrier a little bit. Do you have anything? Nope. Nothing special. And you know, as usual, if you have any questions, want to suggest something, want to talk, feel free to write in chat. I also appreciate a lurk, so you don't have to write in chat. Okay. I'm kind of feeling like I'm following someone else's route. It's like it's a lot of explored systems for being this far out. I'm close to Nebula though, so that may explain it.
Body 1. Meets mapping criteria. Body 1A. Potential guardian ruin body.
There we go. I mean, I'm not expecting anything special, but you know, always keeping an eye on that location tab, right? I don't know, like this tab right here. You never know, you may be the first one to discover a new Guardian site or something like that. Alright, next. In fact, you know what? Let's try to get to this waypoint, if I can. Let's go here. Also, I haven't seen an Earth like in quite a bit now. I had a streak of like 3 or 4 in like, I don't know, a couple of weeks. And then I haven't seen one in a month now, or something like that. There really was an unusual concentration near, you know, that kind of close to that Guardian Nebula. It was like an unusual concentration right here. You know, nothing special, no nebulae or anything else, just good numbers. Wasn't even the same voxel. It's just completely different voxels, different mass codes, like mostly C and D. But I don't know, just very lucky place. A lot of other, water words, a few ammonia words as well. Just very good place. Ammonia worm. Hey Zeke, hello there. I was just saying, ammonia worm. Interesting. This is a second tonight. Two ammonia words in one night. That is kind of unique.
Body 2.
How are you, Zeke? Welcome in.
Body 1. Meets mapping criteria. System discovery complete.
Uh, what? Guinea. Sorry, it's kind of late at night, so my vision is not that good. Um, what Guinea? Did you get that? Pull that off? I have no idea. These are not first discoveries though. But this is the second ammonia word I'm seeing tonight. Last one was 6 or 7 systems ago. Also not the first discovery. But yeah, 2 ammonia words in one night. That may be a first. Like even within 1 hour. So it hasn't been a very long night actually. Oh yeah, okay. Yeah, I assumed it was going to be genie, but that's. I was wondering if there was a different pronunciation of it. Um, you're good. Just got back from a car trip to see a few campsites. Oh, are you planning a camping trip? Oh no, don't tell me. You're fine. I'm sometimes terrible at spelling. Like half of my chat messages are a mess. For some reason, it's worse in Italian. I think it's because with English I tend to pay more attention to what I actually write. But yeah, don't don't be afraid. You're in very good company here. Sometimes I can't even speak. But it's even worse than that. Around for a year with people who have anxiety, trouble making friends in large group, haven't done camp, etc. Won't give it. Oh, nice, nice. That's awesome.
Body to map is 1.
This is really good. Like a really good idea. Um, like I never thought of that aspect, but I guess it makes sense. Yeah, camping is a great way to, you know, to meet and stay somewhat close to new people, but without having all the pressure that you would normally have in more common environments. That's very good. That's very nice. Go check out the sites to make sure it suits for what we need. Oh yeah, yeah. That makes absolute sense. That's really cool. Yeah, and now that I think about it, camping, in a sense, it tend to stay, kind of close together, in the same group, but at the same time, you're not really living with someone else in the same exact space, and it's kind of easy to space out and keep distances if necessary, both physically and personally, I guess. No phone, no internet, creek nearby in the wild. So lots of wildlife to help people calm. I I know that. Uh, like earlier today, I was showing some, like a rock from, actually two rocks from a place in Wyoming where the closest cell phone reception is like 40 minutes away. It's like there is absolutely no civilization nearby. In a sense, it's really nice. Like, you disconnect from all the noise of society and you just experience nature in its full form. Incredible skies too when they're clear. You see the Milky Way so easily. There is no light pollution whatsoever. Um, Places to meditate. Oh yeah, absolutely. Fire, sing, chat, card games, board games. Uh, that is actually, you know what? Now I want to go camping. Uh, earlier, earlier I was talking about sailing, but now I want to go camping. Camping is much easier to do than sailing, I must say. Way cheaper and quicker to do. Just take a car, drive somewhere. Hey Draco and Nightwolf, welcome in. Welcome in. Hope you're both doing well. It's been a very relaxing night so far. In fact, at some point it was a bit too relaxing. I was starting to feel sleepy for a second. It's just a good combination of like hot tea, calming music, uh, just very slow exploration. Late night lurk, well, much appreciated. Always like a lurk.
43. Icy ring.
That's a lot of moons. Last one. Right, nothing special. Next. I remember watching a show on MTV when I was a teenager. Can't remember what it was called. He might have been Next, but honestly, I don't think it was called like that. But basically, I can't remember if it was always a girl or if they were alternating between a girl and a guy. And basically, it was like a dating thing where there were like, if it was a girl looking for someone, then it was like three guys and coming out of a bus or a van or something, and and the girl would say just next if it was like nope. I don't even want to talk to someone who looks like that. um, can't remember the name of the show. It was like 15 years ago or something like that. Um, Also, it was on the Italian MTV, so your experience may vary. Thank you for the lurk, Draco. Always appreciate the lurk.
Body 3. Ringed landable body. Body 9. Wide ring.
Alright. Doesn't seem to be anything special. Another big one. probably also a bunch of gas giants and moons. Oh yeah, just bunch of icy moons. Well,
Icy ring.
we are exploring, so we're gonna map them. Because who knows, maybe we'll find the first Guardian site on an icy moon.
48-3b.
Went through glaciation.
Atmospheric landable with life. 48-3a. Argon atmospheric landable with life.
Also, there might be new bios.
3c. Argon atmospheric landable with life. 48-3d. Argon atmospheric landable with life. 48-3b. Argon atmospheric landable with life.
Observatory is having a feast. We even scan the asteroids. Because we scan everything. Sometimes you see those systems where they only scan the interesting stuff and they left out everything else, which like it's so sad. Like, if why are you even exploring if you're leaving stuff out? All right. Let's see. Nothing new. Okay. Yeah, nothing special. So next.
Body A1 meets mapping criteria.
We will map it.
System discovery complete. First body to map is A1.
This is an interesting system. It has two asteroid belts and like one before the two planets and one after. kind of uncommon. Oh, and this is one of those that has lava on the surface. It's like scars filled with lava.
Mapping complete. No more bodies to map.
That's a cool planet. Okay.
Body ABC1. Oblate body.
Yeah. It's a little bit squeezed.
Body AB1. Landable large planet.
Oh yeah, it's large. It's like 3 times larger than the Earth. 18 Earth masses too. It's a big one. Okay. Sometimes I get disconnections when it lasts this long. Not this time though. Oops. There we go. Alright, I think this is gonna be the last system because I'm feeling more and more sleepy. And honestly don't want to make this a sleepy stream. Oh, come on, I wanted to find something exciting for the last one. Another one. Just one more. Alright. At least there is something to map here. Or to scan, I should say. Wait, where's the gas giant? Here.
Body 3. Highly eccentric orbit.
Oh, interesting.
System scan complete.
Highly eccentric orbit. Let's check it out. Yeah, oh, it is. Yeah, look at that. So eccentric that the orbital model kind of breaks up and becomes all jagged. Like by comparison, these are the inner orbits. Very nice big loop around the main star. Alrighty, alrighty. I think this is gonna be it for me